If you start making pieces for a picture GAN, at some point you're probably going to want a square like this that's half one color and half another color, and the color change comes along the diagonal. And it's not really very hard to do, but there are a couple little things you can do to make your life easier if that's what you want to make. Again, I'm using worsted weight yarn. This time I'll be using 2 different colors and my 4mm hook. And I'll give little directions along the way because I've learned from experience that not doing this can cause more problems than you need later on. So we'll start with the same cornmeal color of last time. We take the tail end, cross it over the working end, grab the tail end with the hook, and then we have a slip stitch that slips, or a slip knot I should say. And now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of that's the same. We're going to insert the hook through and join with a slip stitch to form a ring. And again, I'm going to start my first 3 double crochet cluster with a chain, insert that into the back ridge, the hook into the back ridge of that, and then work a single crochet. And there I have my little faux starter double crochet. And now I'm going to work 2 more double crochet into the ring. And then I'm going to chain 2 and work 2 more double crochet into the ring. So far I've made about half of the square. What I'm going to do next is take my new color. I just finished that double crochet, and I'm going to lay it over my hook and pull it through and then make a chain 1. Now here's where you want to pay attention. You want to take the working end of the color you just finished up, we'll call that color A, and you want to take the tail end of the color you're working in, and we'll call that color B. And you want them on what is currently your front working side, but will be your back working side when we turn around. And now, working over that, the tail of color A and into the ring, we're going to work 3 double crochets. We'll chain 2, and then we'll work 3 more double crochets. Now, I did try several experiments to make this next corner tidier, and when it came to joining and everything else, it was a complete disaster. So this is one of those times when you have to accept that good enough is good enough. And now I'm going to chain. I finished the 3 double crochet. We did 3 double crochet clusters in the cornmeal, and we've done 3 double crochet clusters in pink. Now we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to go under the 2 loops of the stitch of our first double crochet, however you chose to do that, and we're going to join with a slip stitch. Now we have to turn, and I'm going to insert the hook into the back ridge of that last chain, and I'm going to complete a slip stitch. Then I'm going to complete another slip stitch around that chain 2, and then I'm going to chain 1, insert that into the back ridge, and then complete a single crochet from my little faux double crochet. And I'm going to work 2 more double crochets into this corner. And so you can see how it's starting to form. Then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do a complete corner here with 3 double crochets, a chain 2, and 3 double crochets. So I got my first 3 double crochets done. So that's my first complete corner. I'm going to chain 1, and then into this I'm going to work 3 double crochets and a chain 2. Okay, well now I am done with this pink color, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this because it'll make it a little less messy for me, a little less difficult. And now, see on the back we have the gold color that we're using, the cornmeal. So what I do is I'm going to make 3 double crochets into this corner and finish this corner. So I start by putting a yarn over in the new color. I insert the hook into the chain, and you can see it's a little awkward here, but then you can just pull that and make it nice and tidy. And I've got 2 more double crochets to work into the corner. And a chain 1. Now this is going to be my first full cornmeal corner in the second round, so it's going to be 3 double crochets. Chain 2. 3 more double crochets. Now I chain 1, and then I'm going to be working the last 3 double crochets of this square over that bar of pink yarn. And now I'm going to chain 2, insert my hook under those 2 loops from the first double crochet, and now I'm ready to trim it. As you can see, I almost have a nice tidy square. I need to pull the center that I started with to close that, but you can see now with just some weaving in of ends and tidying up, this can become a part of your next project.